To the PTCI Roadshow playoff game of the week between the Laverne Tigers and the Weleetka Outlaws. I'm Jake Barnes, and alongside me tonight is John Barnes. John, how's it going?
It's going well. It's going to be on the color tonight, and quarter semifinal football here. You can't get much better than that.
8-man action. We've been following Laverne the past couple of weeks here, and they made the trek clear down to the edges of Oklahoma existence to Weleetka, Oklahoma, as they take on the Outlaws tonight. It is a cold night down here in southeast Oklahoma.
One loss between these two teams. This should be a great football game. Weleetka's got a lot of history, Laverne recent history as well, and they're trying to stay on a roll here in what is kind of a cold, chilly night in the foothills of Oklahoma.
Definitely, and we got the coin toss coming up here in just a minute. There's the flip.
Looks like Laverne won the toss. They'll defend that, looks like the north end zone. So let's see. Oh, no, right, south end zone. I'm sorry.
Here we go. Okay, Weleetka won the toss, elected to receive, which means Laverne will be going northbound on offense, defending the south end zone. And it's about time for some football. I need it to warm up out here a few degrees.
Here come the Tigers.
Here comes Laverne taking the field. They're ready and raring to go, and so in similar fashion to Laverne the past couple of weeks, Weleetka is going to build up the suspense a little bit, make them think about it.
They've been an excellent football team this year, and for Laverne faithful, this should be a very stiff test.
They've got their quarterback leading them out, it looks like. They slid under. I thought somebody fell. All right, here we go. Both teams are on the sidelines. We're about ready to get going. So Weleetka will receive the ball first for their opening possession, and Laverne will be kicking off again to the north and defending the south end zone.
Weleetka with those sharp yellow helmets with the purple W's on there. They got helmet stickers as well.
Kind of reminds you of the Washington Huskies a little bit.
They got a big win tonight as well. As we'll run through some scores here in a little bit.
Here we go, both teams on the field. Laverne has the ball from the official, getting ready to tee that up and get some playoff football underway.
Time to get fired up.
Class
Playoff
B
time in Oklahoma.
Quarterfinal action.
Let's see what kind of defensive start both these teams get to. I'm interested to see if Laverne shuts them down. They've been very, very stout on defense all year this year.
They have all facets of the game, actually. Their special teams has been strong, too. In fact, they returned a kick last week to put them back over 45 points to end that game at halftime.
And I expect this different challenge. Here's the kick.
Here we go. Pretty good kick. Fielded at about the 15. He'll take it. Looks left, looks right, takes it off to his left. Cuts upfield, gets to down to about the 30-yard line, and he'll come to rest there. So pretty good starting field position tonight for the Outlaws.
Absolutely. As Laverne kind of broke free there on the left-hand side, the far side away from us. They got a guy down.
We got an athlete down there for Laverne.
They'll go ahead and call time. But,
looks like
Laverne,
number 22. Looks like number 22 for the Tigers. 72, excuse me.
Head on the swivel. And
looks like they're going to get him up.
looks like he's up. That's good. Good sign.
That's a great sign.
Looks like he's...
All right, they're going to help him off the field and get back to the action here.
Laverne looks ready to go. They're fired up. They're ready.
Next man up. They're ready and rocking. Here we go. Weleetka breaks the huddle. They've got two receivers to the quarterback's left, one to his right, and a single back without his helmet on. Oh, no, he's a receiver as well, so three receivers to the quarterback's left.
This reminds me of the old Buffalo teams here in the day.
So they've got, again, a trips formation to the left side of the quarterback.
Western Michigan leads Toledo 48-28, 7:53 to go, fourth quarter. Western Michigan is undefeated, number 21 in the nation.
Here we go. He's under center with the trips formation. Sends a man
Watch
in
a jet
motion.
sweep. Oh, here he
Takes
comes.
a snap on a jet reverse. He's got all kinds of room. Gets upfield. Gains about, what, 6, 7, 8 yards there.
That was a good 9-yard gain there on the little quick. And when you put somebody in motion, head off under center like that, sometimes you can really hide that motion man.
Yeah, they can have a lot of great fakes off of that later on.
Absolutely. It's a good form of play action passing. They'll probably try to set that up here in a little bit.
I imagine they will. So here we go. Like you said, after the 9-yard gain, that'll leave them with 2nd and 1, clear up close to the 40-yard line now as they break the huddle again. Looks like they're in the I formation this time.
There you go, going old school.
Quarterback takes the snap, gives it off to his fullback up the middle, and there's
not much there.
Nowhere to go. Initially, I thought he was going to lose a couple. Then he kind of surged ahead for a little bit of a gain, but I don't think that's enough for a first down.
Let's see what they're going.
It's close.
They might come out and measure this one.
They might have to measure.
They tried the little
this.
fullback lead
right
play
on
right
the line.
there.
Yep, official measurement.
And Leverne was ready for that lead play as they just shucked the blockers in front of him and stonewalled that fullback. I mean, he the yard to gains right there. He might have gotten it, but
it was that secondary surge by the fullback.
Absolutely.
Because initially he was in the backfield. It looks like they have enough.
He's got a first down.
All right, so first down for the Outlaws.
They stonewalled him right there at the yard to gain. Obviously, very good against the run. So we'll see how Laverne holds up here.
They've been
very
good
stout
against the
defense.
run as much as I've seen them all year.
Absolutely.
Breaking the huddle here for their third play.
Let's see what they do with 44 down here at the bottom.
Looks like they've got a
down here at the bottom of your screen. Let's see.
Two-back shotgun here. Takes a snap, dropping back, trying to find something. Keeps it himself up the middle. Gains a couple, but they corral him pretty quickly.
They're just fundamentally sound. I've watched them on film a little bit, and they're amazing and get to the ball well, tackle extremely well.
They fly to the ball quickly, very quickly.
Got to give them about 4 there, maybe. Long 3. They're going to say 2nd and 7 here.
Yeah, I'd give them a gain of 3. So 2nd and 7 as they get closer to midfield here, closer to Tiger territory. Breaking the huddle once again. Single receiver to either side of the quarterback and a couple of backs back there with him in the shotgun.
I'm saying watch 44 again. They're obviously, it looks like.
Takes a snap, hands it off to the left side. He cuts upfield. He's got some room to the 45-40, and he'll be knocked down at about the 39, maybe 38-yard line, but there's a flag on the play.
That was just simple out-leveraging there. They have the corner. Laverne's corner's playing outside.
It appears it's against the Tigers.
Oh, that's not good. Maybe a little face mask here or something. Let's see.
So they declined the penalty.
Absolutely. They tried to out-leverage them there over on the left-hand side as they got the face mask. And they got your corner playing outside technique there. 44 was able to just kind of corral him, hook him, and that little stretch play there.
Accepted the penalty. I was wondering why they would have declined it, but.
And when you get that kind of inverted veer look there and the long sweep play, that can be very difficult when you got one guy out there all by himself.
For sure. So here we go, 1st and 10 Outlaws.
They'll sneak under center.
Send a man in motion. Gives it to him on a jet reverse.
Oh, he's got good blocking.
Got a couple of blockers
he's got great
out there.
blocking.
He's moving. He's got enough for a first down again, it appears. As they get down there by the 10-yard line.
That was a good run, and they're really going to set up the play action pass off of that, it appears.
It's like they're going to measure it again. I think he got there.
I'm telling you what, early in this ball game, Weleeka's got a lot of speed.
Yeah, that jet sweep is just
it's killer. They've got.
I haven't seen a look for Laverne like this yet this season.
Yeah, inches, just short. It's 2nd in inches.
Close. But I haven't seen the Tigers look like this all year. It's
a stout opponent.
You get down to the quarterfinals and everybody's good, and they're figuring that out right now. This is
and like I said, keys to the game beforehand. What do the defenses look like early in the ball game? That can set the tone. Weleeka's got a lot of speed.
They do, and some size.
I'm telling you what, right here. Look at 44 over here at the bottom of the screen.
Let's see. Right for the Outlaws. Sends a man in motion.
You're gonna fake it.
Takes a snap, fakes it to him. Quarterback sweep off to the left side. He's definitely got enough for the first down.
Step out.
And he dances out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. So that's 1st and goal now for the Outlaws. As they are doing whatever they want, really, against the Tigers right now.
things that seem simple schematically, the multiplicity of those schemes can be killer for a defense.
That's definitely, yeah, for sure. All right, here we go. First and goal for the Outlaws. Single receiver, twins to the right side and a back there with the quarterback in the shotgun. Takes a snap, keeps it himself on a quarterback sleeve, cuts it back a little bit and goes back out to the right side, and he'll gain a
Corralled
couple.
him pretty well there.
They did a pretty good job, only gaining about 2 or 3.
Backside D end did a good job staying home.
They get down
keeping
to about
his
the
technique.
5-yard line. So second and goal now for the
I'll
Outlaws.
say this, Laverne's defensive ends are very, very disciplined.
They are. They're staying home. Give you a clock update here. There's just under 9 minutes to go in the first quarter, and the game is still scoreless. Weleetka driving on Laverne right now, though.
Right down there at the Tiger 5, looks like.
Okay, so here we go. Second and goal. Couple receivers to the quarterback's left. One to his right, and he's alone in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. Takes a snap.
Option.
Got an option on a reverse. He pitches it, gains a couple, not quite enough to get over the pylon. So it'll be third and goal from about the 1, I'll call it the 2-yard line.
Pretty good, well-conceived play there. They're trying to set up their outside stuff, continuing to give that look with the motion coming across.
Yeah.
And they really like to. They're very multiple here. They got a lot. They got a lot of different things they can do here.
They're building plays off of their base plays.
And eventually they're going to try a fake jet sweep and try to throw it deep.
Have a seam route over the backside. Definitely. So here we go. Crucial down in the opening drive for the Outlaws. Third and goal from almost as close as you can get without being in. Sends a man in motion.
Watch 44.
Takes a snap, rolling out to the right. Might just keep it and
Good
run.
pressure. Great
Looks
pressure.
in the back corner of the end zone.
Too far.
Too high. Too high. So fourth and goal now for the Outlaws. 8-man football, probably just go for it.
Oh, this would be a monumental stand here for the Tigers. You let them drive all the way down the field, and if you can get them off the field here, that's a confidence booster.
I remember a defense several years ago, that bend but don't break defense of Notre Dame. Fell short in the end in the championship game against Alabama, but it served them well the rest of the season.
Playing the 33rd NFL team, a lot of teams have fallen short against them. Washington beat Washington State in the Apple Cup 45-17. Mike Leach comes up short in his bid for the Pac-12 South. Washington clinches the Pac-12 South 45-17.
Here we go. We got some snugs going. Sends a man in motion. Takes a snap. Keeps it himself off the left side.
Stuffed him.
And there's nowhere to go. So he'll be tackled short. And Laverne Tigers will take over on offense at their own 5-yard line. Quarterback seems to be a little shaken up on the play. I'm telling you, it is cold down here, and I think that has quite a bit to do with it. They're going to pause the game here for a timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back on the PTCI Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week. All right, so welcome back to the action here. An update, the Weleetka quarterback was able to get up and walk off under his own power. He appears to be okay. So now we've got Laverne taking over on offense, 1st and 10 from about their own 5-yard line.
How about that ovation from the Laverne faithful traveling, about probably 5 hours away from home down here to southeast Oklahoma.
They traveled well. Here we go, 1st and 10, Laverne takes the snap, keeps it himself up the middle. Not a whole lot of room. He'll gain a couple, but that's it.
I liked what they used to call Landry shift there before the play.
Yeah, they do that quite a bit. They like that Landry shift.
Laverne likes, it appears, at least from watching them warm up, to play a little bit in a sandbox, if you will, and just kind of overwhelm the opponent. Let's see if they have any success doing that.
Oh, yeah, just keep hitting them in the mouth. Ended up giving him about 4 on the play, so that'll make it 2nd and 6 for the Tigers as they come out ready to start their next play with a twins right.
They're in the sandbox again. Let's see.
Sends a man in motion, gives it to him on a jet reverse. He's got all kinds of room. Cuts it back a little bit and seems to fall down under his own power. So that'll make it 3rd down and about 2 to go as they've moved out of immediate harm's way past the 10-yard line.
Yeah, he had blocking out in front of him. At this point in the season, feels get a little torn up, and when you don't have you're not used to the traction, your feet are cold, and they feel either really light or heavy, and sometimes you're unsure about where you're going.
Get ahead of yourself. Now they've come out here, single receiver way out wide at the numbers. Takes a snap, fakes it to the fullback, keeps it himself off to the right side, and there's nowhere to go. He'll
They
be
might punt
short
this. Let's see.
by about a yard, it appears. As they've marked him at about the 14-yard line. So 4th and 1 now for the Tigers. Both defenses playing pretty well here on the opening drives.
Both teams are great at stopping the run, and the key in 8-man football, you got to stop the run.
I can tell you a completely different tone is this ball game. At this point last week, I think Laverne was already up by 3 touchdowns. So they're not facing their usual opponents right now.
But sometimes whenever you have, that's a decent punt right there.
It's a pretty good punt. Rolls back past midfield. Comes to rest at about the 46-yard line. So the Outlaws taking over with pretty good field position.
I'll tell you this, sometimes whenever you've gone from playing massively inferior opponents and you have to step up, you get punched in the mouth,
Not ready
Laverne
for it all
will
the
respond.
time.
They
Yeah.
will respond
Oh,
very
yeah,
well.
for
I
sure.
mean, they're
The talent's
fine.
there.
They're fine,
Yeah,
but
the talent's
it's just you're gonna have to figure out and figure out your opponent and see what's going on here with them.
You've got to dig a little deeper than you've
Absolutely.
had to the past couple of weeks. Yeah.
But they're obviously a great team, and they'll be just fine.
I'll tell you what, John, it's gearing up for a very good game of football.
It definitely is. Defensive struggle.
Here we go, 1st and 10 Outlaws. Takes a snap, hands it off, keeps
Quarterback.
it himself up the middle, and they're ready for him. I think all 8 men had a chance at him
Wow.
right there. They were
Yeah, he
ready
made the
for
wrong
that.
read that time. I mean, it goes without saying there, but that happens from time to time in
You
the
know,
option
that's
game.
going to happen on a read option. You just got to stick with it. So here we go, 2nd and 11 for the Outlaws now. Ball still hovering around the 46-yard line.
Kind of haze coming down here, setting it over the field. Beautiful weather for football. Great
Not
football.
getting any warmer, I'll tell you that.
I'll say that, but this is playoff football weather.
So here we go. We got trips left now.
Let's see jet sweep maybe.
Sends a man in motion. Gives it to him off to the right side. Got a little bit of room to go.
They were ready that time.
But they were ready for it. And they didn't get 13 on that like they did the first drive.
Absolutely.
Good adjustment for the Tigers there. That'll make it 3rd and about 8 to go as the ball's practically at midfield. Close enough for me.
Sure enough.
Call it the 49. So 3rd and 8, John, what are you thinking as an offensive
You know,
coach?
as much as they've set up that jet sweep and they've set up quarterback draw and stuff, you know, I might say let's do something play action off that quarterback power play, maybe a little tap pass, try to set something up on the seam. It looks like they might try cover 2. Let's see. I don't know.
Takes a
Yeah,
snap,
they're going
looking
cover 2.
downfield. Swing route's open. He finds him.
Not much.
But that cornerback's ready. Makes one man miss. He'll get down close to the marker, but I think he's just short.
Yeah, he just he checked. He saw cover 2 and his immediate check down right there, and that's a smart decision.
That was experience for a younger quarterback.
Absolutely.
So now do you go for it here on 4th and 1?
Absolutely.
I mean, I think you have to
Yeah, I
in
mean,
the
you know,
opponent's
Laverne-
field position.
Laverne didn't do much last time they had the ball. You feel like you're doing pretty well against the run. You obviously go for it here, and
Oh, yeah. You want to set the tone early.
yeah. And plus, if your punter's a decent punter, which it appeared he was in the warm-up, he could punt a touchback here, and so that really, you know, you only gain about 20 yards. It looks like they might try to punt. Let's see. I don't know. They got about 13 seconds on the play clock.
Taking their time.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him try
They might
something
fake
here.
it.
Yeah, they're faking.
Yep, they're faking it. They're going for
He's
it.
open.
Finds a man. He
Threw it short.
underthrew him.
Big stand there once
so
again.
much ado about nothing, but the Tigers come out on top once again. These offenses struggling
gonna be a
mightily
great
against each other
football
tonight.
game. This is going to be a great football
And
game.
I'll tell you what, this looks like some playoff football.
This absolutely does.
The past couple of weeks, I wasn't sure we were in the playoffs, but this looks like some playoff football. These two teams came to play.
And as a defensive coordinator this year, I'm excited to see defenses playing well. You
There
know,
are
it's-
some good defenses being
You see that.
shown on showcase tonight.
Absolutely. You see that first quarter draining away down there, already 4:22 left.
And this is Laverne's second possession. There's been 3 possessions in the ball game, and there's 4 minutes left. So here we go now, 1st and 10 Tigers. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, dropping back, looking off to his left, throws it downfield for a change of momentum play, and he caught it, and he's out of bounds. Clear down by the 30-yard line.
What a great gutsy call. I mean, that's just a gutsy call right there. You come out first down, you're throwing the seam route, little seam fade, and just what a tremendous throw. What a tremendous
You
throw.
know, what do you always call that? The
Sudden change
Change
play.
of pace play?
Yep, sudden change play.
Sudden change, there you go.
That's what championship teams do. Both teams have tried sudden change plays.
Laverne came a little bit closer on theirs. Here we go. 1st and 10 Tigers once again inside the 30. Takes a snap, runs off to the right side. Got some room, cuts it back. Still going down to the 15, 10, and he'll be tackled down at about the 8-yard line. So 1st and goal Tigers now. After a good run, John.
Yeah, it's apparent that both teams are really going to try to establish the outside running game here, and both teams have been tremendously successful at doing that, and that's just something that is crucial in football. If you can get the outside run going,
oh, definitely,
it's monumental.
So here we go as the clock ticks under 4 minutes now. 1st and goal Tigers. Ball inside the 10-yard line. Sends a man in motion, keeps it himself off the left side. He's got some room, and he's going to get there. Touchdown Tigers. So they now lead the Outlaws 6-0 with 3:48 to go in the first quarter.
What a well-conceived play. They have that single receiver out there on the left-hand side and motion him across. Quarterback just follows right behind that big offensive line he's got in front of him.
He's got a big old line in front of him, doesn't he?
What a play.
So here we go. It's one thing, I've said this so much they're probably sick of me saying it, but I love the 8-man football because you get the 2-point conversion tries.
Absolutely. Unless your kicker's really bad, sometimes in 5A at our level, you have to go for it.
And Guyman definitely doesn't have a bad kicker. They're kicking that extra point every time.
Absolutely.
So there we go. Now the score is Laverne 8, Weleetka nothing with 3:48 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be right back on the PTCI Regional Road Show Playoff Game of the Week.
Let's go, boys!
All right, here we go. Welcome back to the PTCI Regional Road Show Playoff Game of the Week with a Class B quarterfinal matchup between the Laverne Tigers and the Weleetka Outlaws. John, we just saw Laverne have a pretty good 2 or 3 play drive there, go down and score on the Outlaws. What do you think the Outlaws do here?
Well, the Outlaws did exactly what I said they'd do, is a little short kick. Let's see how this turns out.
Here we go off the right side. He's got some room. He might take it. He's corralled at about the 40-yard line. Great starting field position for the Outlaws there.
Weleetka did exactly what I thought they'd do. They go for it on 4th down, and of course, just as it always seems to be for me, every time I say to do something, it backfires, and it didn't work out for them. But 8 points is nothing.
And we got a lot of football to go here.
And
Weleetka's they're not sweating.
The way Weleetka, to probably the viewer's surprise, Weleetka's actually moved the ball pretty well here.
They've very, very well. That first drive, they were down to their 2-yard line. Keeps it himself off to the right side on 1st down, and he'll be met in the backfield and taken down by several Tigers.
Laverne has shifted a gear here, and Weleetka's going to have to pick themselves up off the mat.
They dug in. They really dug in. But again, the Outlaws, they're on their home turf.
They'll be fine.
In their home environment. They're down 8 points. That's nothing in 8-man. 8 points might as well be a tie. So here we go as they break the huddle for the 2nd and 11 play.
Let's see what they dial up.
They've got twin receivers to either side of the quarterback, and he's alone in a shotgun. Sends a man in motion. Waits for him to get by. Takes a snap, looking downfield.
Oh, he's got a man.
He saw something he liked and just overthrew him a little bit. That cold weather can really...
Yeah. That one hurts. Really. He had a man wide open there.
And the quarterback's the one guy who can't put a glove on.
Absolutely. Just does that little corner route, and it's there. Against that drop cover, too, you can have some success.
But it's cold and it's humid down here, which makes it feel even colder. So it's maybe they're used to it. I don't know. I'm not used to it. Here we go now, 3rd and 11 for the Outlaws.
Laverne might bring some pressure here.
Looks like they might. As the receiver spread out wide, he's almost at the numbers down here. Takes the snap, dropping back, trying to find somebody. See something he likes, lets it go downfield, and just overthrown. It looked like a little bit of a miscommunication there.
I tell you, 33 was open, and I think if he turns his shoulder just a split second earlier, that's a pretty big gain, substantial gain. But they gotta sit here and say our defense has played fairly well. Let's punt this ball. And
other than that.
Well, they gave Laverne that fade route really kind of set Laverne up down there around the 25-yard line. And 25 yards in 8-man is not much.
No, not at all. So So here we go now, 4th and 11 for the Outlaws as they prepare to punt a rugby-style punt.
Oh, no.
A lot of air underneath it. And I don't think that's what he intended to do.
Got to pick his head up, and he's all right. And your teammates got to pick him up and say, it's okay, man.
Yeah.
It's all right. Don't want to leave him by himself out there and make him feel bad.
You know, one of the toughest things to do, especially at the high school level, is punt the football.
Absolutely.
It's hard to do.
They need to pick their teammate up and let him know it's okay. It's not going to lose us the game.
I've never seen a high school rugby-style punt. That was interesting to me.
We tried that this year with mixed results. It's very effective to run fakes off of. You can run quite a few
true.
fakes.
Yeah, just keep running.
Absolutely.
So here we go, 1st and 10 Tigers as they take over on their own 45-yard line on the left hash. They're coming out in their shotgun. Sitting a back out there to play receiver. Big, powerful back. Takes a snap, drops back. Looking down the field again. He got him again.
Wow.
First down, Laverne.
Oh, they're calling out of bounds.
Oh, they said he was out of bounds. So never mind, 2nd and 10 Tigers. And Weleetka needed that.
That wasn't terrible coverage.
The
just a
coverage
great
was there.
back shoulder. Yeah, it was just a great back shoulder throw.
I mean, how many high school quarterbacks can make that throw?
Not too many. Not
at the Class B level.
Yeah.
That's just a good throw.
Laverne's been multiple here. They try those sudden change plays. It's obvious their recipe is to take a shot when they get the ball back. Let's see.
Oh, definitely. They want to go out and hit him in the mouth. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, keeps it himself off the left side. Stiff arms a man, and he's ran out of bounds fairly close to midfield, about the 48-yard line.
Very disciplined Weleetka defense. They fly to the ball.
Oh, yeah, they're getting right there. They're coming downhill at you. With just over 2.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The score again is Laverne 8, Weleetka nothing. Both teams have been scrapping.
Come on, boys!
Absolutely. Laverne going to take a little time here.
Might as well. You know, it's a big play in the first quarter.
Got to make sure you don't have to have the perfect call, but you have to have a good one.
You got to have a good, comfortable call here. So they're definitely going to talk it over, make sure they get the right play in. So here we go, 3rd and about 7 to go.
They're going to take a timeout.
And they're going to talk it over a little more. They're taking a timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back on the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week. All right, here we go. We're getting back to the action on the PTCI Regional Roadshow Game of the Week Class B quarterfinal matchup between the Laverne Tigers and the Weleetka Outlaws. John, what are you thinking you're going to see here on 3rd and 7?
Well, at Guyman, what we probably try to do here is a little rollout pass. I coach at Guyman, JV defense. He's going to fake it. Let's see.
There you go, rollout pass.
And
Finds a man, he's open, gets up to about close to the 40. He's thrown down by his helmet.
You know, he did exactly what we'd have done at Guyman. We ran a little PA waggle concept. We got an out and kind of what we call a banana route, and then a post over the top. And,
just enough for the first down too.
Kind of a low risk pass.
Do you have? Let me check here. Do you have the Laverne coach's message here or feed in your ear? Called that about verbatim from what they ran.
You know, it's just sometimes in coaching, and there's things that work and there's things that don't.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 Tigers after the much-needed 10 yards on 3rd and 8. Sends a man in motion, gives it to him off to the left.
Oh,
and they're ready for it that time as he gets maybe 2 yards.
What a great defensive play. They got the defensive tackles and that.
Boy, he was shucking those offensive linemen like corn.
They just threw him off there.
I mean, they'll give him a gain of 2 feet. So 2nd down. That Weleetka offensive line or defensive line, is stout.
Very stout. Both D lines and offensive lines are very stout here. It looks like they got a couple of twos.
Here we go. Sends a man in motion. Fakes it to him this time. Looking backside on a rollout.
He's open.
Sees something he likes. Overthrows him.
He was there step for step, but you see the height there, 44. You know, it's just that extra step is a couple inches there for height for him. And so you see a matchup like that, that's kind of a nightmare there for Weleetka.
It's all right here. Another 3rd down and long. You're 1 for 1. Do you want to test your luck?
I don't want to test my luck. I'd say some suggestions on what they could do here. I doubt they may roll. They may roll towards the boundary, towards their sideline. But really, a right-handed quarterback, you want to roll them away.
Yeah.
And you know, they may try some comebacks. They might try a couple of comeback routes here.
Here we go. They got single receiver to either side and a back there in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking downfield. He runs a post over the right side, and he's there. Flag on the play, and he'll get into the end zone. Again, there's a flag on the play.
That should be on Weleetka.
He signaled touchdown, which makes me think it's against the Outlaws, but you never know.
Let's see.
As far down the field as that was, it's either a holding or a pass interference on the
I think 33
on the defensive backs.
held there interfered with the pass there for.
They were talking to the Laverne staff, which makes me think
They'll
it's against the Outlaws. If that play stands, that was a long pass. Pass interference against the Outlaws. Obviously, that'll be declined, and they'll keep the touchdown.
Yeah, they just run a little.
Now, Laverne 14, Weleetka nothing, with 1 minute and 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
They go with what I call a skinny post there. I don't know if that was quite a skinny post, but it was a very good concept there, and just beat, overwhelmed the one-on-one coverage. Just a great throw once again.
Definitely. So here we go on the 2-point conversion try. Sends a man in motion.
Quarterback.
Keeps it himself up the right side.
Got it.
Second effort, I think he got in. He did. So that'll make the score now Laverne 16, Weleetka nothing, with 1:38 to go here in the first quarter. And they're going to pause here for just a few minutes to talk things over. We're going to talk some things over too. We'll be right back on the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week.
Let's go, boys!
Welcome back to the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week quarterfinal matchup in Class B between the Tigers of Laverne and the Outlaws of Weleetka. It appears that pass interference, which was on the touchdown scoring play of Laverne, was assessed on the kickoff, so they'll now kick off from Weleetka's 45-yard line, which can make a huge difference in field position.
And you may not kick a touchback. Well, they will.
That's in the end zone. With that last return, that was inches away from a touchdown. I think they take their added field position and knock that thing back to the 20-yard line.
Right, I figure they might try a little squib and say, hey, it's such a short field, they might try to recover that.
That's true as well.
A couple of ways to go about that.
So here we go, 1st and 10 Outlaws as they get ready for their next possession. Again, the score is 16-0. Laverne on top of Weleetka with 1:38 to go here in the opening quarter. Shotgun for the Outlaws. Takes a snap, hands it off to the right side. Big old back, but they're ready for him. And they'll corral him around the line of scrimmage, still fighting. He didn't want to go down.
Laverne's really starting to impose their will here. And if they're winning, they're going to continue to win in the trenches like that. It could be a long night for Weleetka.
Gave him a gain of 4, so that'll make it 2nd and 6 now for the Outlaws. So here we go. They've got twins left. No receivers to the right. Back there with him in the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it off to him off the left side, cuts back, makes a couple men miss, and he'll go down. I think he's just short. So that'll make it, they only gave him a gain of a couple, so 3rd and 4 now for the Outlaws.
You got your whole playbook here on this play. So.
Oh yeah, 3rd and medium is anything. As the clock ticks under 1 minute, we're down to about 40 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Again, a lot different kind of football than we've seen the past couple of weeks here for the Tigers.
Laverne's still sitting in a very good spot right here. Weleetka, this is a crucial drive for them. They don't want to go 3 and out.
Here we go, 3rd down. Takes a snap, fakes it to him on the read and keeps it himself, and he lost his footing. Still got pretty close to the 1st down marker. John, do you go for it here?
I think you take the quarter, you get your best play. If you're going to go for it, you take your best play. I say your defense is just so close to being there. I think you punt the ball. You're just so close to being there.
Well, there's two schools of thought. There's a school of thought that says, can we stop the Tigers? We haven't stopped them the past 2 times. Can we rally? Can we rally and stop them like we did the first time? Or should we go ahead and try to cut this back down to a 1-possession game? Or we're really close to their end zone.
Yeah, there's.
Okay, well, they're taking a timeout for a change of quarter. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back here on the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Match of the Week. All right, here we go. We're back to the action on the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week between the Laverne Tigers and the Weleetka Outlaws. And I'm going to take a breath and let John talk to you about this 4th down play.
Yeah, they're coming out here in their punt set. Laverne's got nobody deep. They're obviously in punt safe.
Well, you know, they faked it on him just a little bit ago.
I think you change field position here. You try to do the best you can, just change field position. But I got a block.
Much better punt than the first one.
Let it roll.
And that's going to roll out of bounds at about the 34, maybe the 33-yard line.
Yeah,
much better punt there.
You got to make them march the field here. I mean, they've hit a couple of sudden change deep passes on you early, and then they get that skinny post play. You feel okay against a run. You feel like you can stop the run. Now you just got to lock down that secondary, and you're feeling a lot better about yourselves. I mean, it's only a 2-score game here.
Oh, definitely. Well, and you've knocked them back to about the midpoint of their own territory. So you know now they're not knocking on their own end zone if you miss that 4th down conversion. I agree wholeheartedly. So here we go, 1st and 10 Tigers as they break the huddle for their first play of their next possession. Got a twins right here with a back behind him, and he's under center. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, fakes it to him, rolls out to his right side, sees something he likes, throws it downfield, and he's overthrown. With that cold weather.
Looks like he took a hit there, maybe.
That cold weather is really affecting the throws of these two quarterbacks. Because we were watching them in the warm-ups, and man, they were dropping bombs.
Well, it looked like he took a pretty big shot there too. That might have affected the pass a little bit.
And I didn't see it. I got caught watching the ball.
And that's, we always accused at Guyman, the officials are doing the same thing. So, but your job is to watch the ball, so you continue to do that.
I'll let you be my spotter. Here we go.
Absolutely.
2nd and 10. Single receiver to either side of the quarterback, and he's got a back there with him under center. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, hands it off to him off to the right side. He's got some room, cuts it back, keeps his feet churning, and he'll gain about 5 yards there as he gets up close to the 40-yard line, which will make it 3rd down and about 5 to go, manageable.
Absolutely. The game within the game is getting very interesting here. Both these teams doesn't appear they utilize those end zone cameras, so those are pretty expensive, but the game within the game here is both teams in the trenches. It's fun watching Laverne get to the 2nd level, almost to the 3rd level there, as Weleetka had a play there in the backfield, just too nifty of a running play there for Laverne.
But I'll tell you what, though, they gave up 5 where they were giving up 10 on the first drive.
Absolutely right.
So here we go now, 3rd down and 4, we'll call it.
We'll take a timeout.
Take a snap, they're going to take a timeout.
Play clock down there too. Yeah, it's probably smart.
Probably a good idea. They didn't have enough time. So they're taking a timeout. We'll take a quick one too. We'll be right back here on the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week. So here we go now, 3rd down and 5 as we welcome you back to the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff matchup of the week between the Laverne Tigers and the Weleetka Outlaws. It's 3rd down and we'll call it a long 4 for the Tigers. They takes a snap, rolls out to his side, sees something he likes and gets it to him, and I believe he's got enough for the 1st down there. Oh yeah, definitely. So that'll be 1st and 10 Tigers as they came out and made it kind of anticlimactic for me. I was trying to build it up and they just weren't, they weren't following my lead.
It goes without saying that was a big time conversion there for Laverne.
As we get closer and closer to halftime, about 11 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. So I guess we're not that close, but we're fairly close. Here we go, 1st and 10 Tigers. Looks like we got a twins right going on over here. Single receiver to the left and a back there with him in the shotgun. Takes a snap, rolls out to his right, looking downfield, pump fakes, lets it fly. Has a man, he caught it. He's at the 20, 15, 10, down to about the 5, and he'll come to rest there with a good touchdown-saving tackle by an outlaw.
What a throw. I mean,
they're covering the receivers. It's not a lapse in defense. They're covering the receivers.
He's only got a step. I mean, you got to throw it out in front and put it right on a dime. And this is just excellent quarterback play. I'm telling you what, he could play at the 5A level.
This kid's going to play college somewhere if he wants to, making throws like that. Like we said, it's not that Weleeka's not covering them. They're playing good defense.
These are two excellent teams here, but for Weleetka, you do not want to fall behind 22-0.
Definitely not. So here we go, 1st and goal. Tigers gives it to the fullback up the middle.
Not much.
And he rumbles forward. Oh, that's an offensive lineman. They'll get him after a gain of about 4 feet, so maybe a yard. 2nd and goal here from about the 5-yard line.
Try a little fullback quick lead. And Weleetka was there. Looks like they may have stunted there, tried a little what we call pinch play.
Yeah, they pinched him. Yeah, Weleetka
got
said, no, thank you.
Yeah, sometimes you got to guess. You got to know tendencies and say they like to do that, and Weleetka guessed right there. Now they got to guess right 3 more times.
So here we go, second down. Blowing it dead here. Flag on the play. Probably a false start. Yep, false start against the Tigers. That'll move them back 5 to about the 10-yard line. So we'll retry second down from about the 10.
A lot of options here. Really, Laverne's looking like a team that can throw for 500 yards today. So
They've had some bombs out there. But Weleetka has really done well at corralling that run game.
Absolutely. So I mean,
if they can fix their pass defense, which has been good, it's been good. But if they can lock that down, hey, they're shutting them down once again. So here we go, second down and 10 to go. It's goal, but it's 10. So here we go. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap, rolls out to his left, fires it out there.
In and out.
Tried to catch it with one. If he'd have had 2 up there, he probably would have snagged it.
The corner did a great job there, knocking that other hand down, not giving him a chance. But the inches, game of inches.
Everybody talks about the linemen up front, the big nasty battles they have there. But I'll tell you what, in those defensive backfields, you're grabbing wrists and pulling arms down and kicking in the shins and all kinds of stuff. It's a lot of battle back there too. And that defender did a great job.
Yeah, it's a game of inches here, and who knows what this stop will do for Weleetka if they get it. They got 2 plays here.
Momentum can shift drastically on one play.
So here we go. Such a great execution here.
Snugs again. Takes a snap, drop back, trying to find something he likes, lets it go just before he's hit, and he's underthrown or overthrown. I'm not quite sure. They had a good combination of routes going there.
I mean, that's Weleetka's wanting that pick right there.
If that were underthrown, that would have been an interception had he gotten it back there. If that were overthrown,
I wasn't quite sure. The ball could have been tipped there at the line.
They had it look like an out route underneath and a corner route on the over the top. So here we go, 4th down and 10. Outlaws standing strong so far.
Huge play for Weleetka.
Play of the first half right here.
Weleetka's got to have this one.
With under 10 minutes to go in the half. Sends a man in motion, takes the snap, fakes it to him. Looking downfield on a swing route, and he's got him wide open. Wheel route, excuse me.
And, that's why Laverne could end up going on to be champions here. What a great call. What a great call.
Caught him off guard. He faked it. He slowed up like he was done, like he was faking, and then he squeaked out of there on a wheel route. Great call by the Tigers. So here we go. They're getting set for their next 2-point conversion as they lead the Weleetka Outlaws 22-0 with the 9.5 minutes to go here in the first half.
No score. Let's go, boys.
Laverne, full house over there. Wow.
They traveled very well, didn't they? Sends a man in motion, gives it to him off the left side. He cuts it upfield.
He's got it.
Got in there, so that'll make it now 24-0. The Laverne Tigers on top of the Weleetka Outlaws, again with 9.5 minutes to go here in the first half. They're taking a timeout. We'll take one too. We'll be right back on the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week, Class B quarterfinal action. All right, here we go. Welcome back to the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week between the Laverne Tigers and the Weleetka Outlaws. The score, again, is 24-0. Laverne Tigers over the Outlaws right now with about 9.5 to go in the first half. Laverne getting set to kick it off to Weleetka for their next possession. And, John, what do you think you're going to see from the Outlaws this time around?
A lot of urgency here. I'm telling you what, Weleetka will feel a lot better about themselves. They get a quick touchdown here. So
here we go, low kick. Not what we're used to
seeing from Laverne.
Let's see. Gets it up to about the 30. Cuts it off to his right side, 35-40, 45-50, 45, cuts back, 40, and he'll come to rest there at about the 38, 39-yard line.
Take a shot here. Got to take a shot here.
Great return. That's exactly what they needed right there.
Yeah, you got to take a shot at the end zone here. See if you can. Laverne's just been so great at throwing those vertical passes, and you got to
try one yourself.
I think you got to try the vertical pass. Yeah. You're feeling a lot better if you're only down by 16. Go get the touchdown, get 2 points.
Definitely. 16's nothing.
No, and
16's.
You gotta get salvage something here. You gotta salvage something.
They just had a sudden change play. Why not try for another one?
Absolutely.
They've already got them on their heels here.
You can't get stopped here and fall down. Looking at the prospect of 32-0.
Here we go. Single receiver out way wide to the left, and one, probably a tight end there to the right. back beside him in the shotgun, takes a snap, fakes it to him, keeps it himself off to the right side, cuts up the
man,
middle.
let's see.
There's all kinds of room, and he's corralled finally at about the 26-yard line.
And you know, like I was saying, the game within the game, Weleetka, it appears to me, I may be a little off here, but it appears to me that they came out and substantially widened their splits on this series.
He was out at the numbers.
Absolutely.
He said, get that cornerback or that safety out of here.
Well, that and the offensive line splits were much widened.
That's good for
trying
running
to create
the football.
running lanes. Absolutely, that's a pretty big indication of draw or shuffle pass. I mean, really, anymore anybody does that, but as you can see, it appears they've really widened their splits.
Boy, you could
here.
drive a car through those splits. Here we go. Single receiver to the right.
They got a
Wing
look
back
they
to
want.
left. Takes a snap,
Oh,
blown
boy.
dead. Flag on the
They
play.
had the look they wanted.
So here we go. I think it's a false start.
Delay.
Delay a game. You know, I haven't even been paying attention to the play clock, and I'm surprised. I thought they had a little more time. I didn't feel like they were taking their time there. Nevertheless, 1st and 15 for the Outlaws as they're back to about the 30-yard line, 31, excuse me. So here we go. Takes the snap, looking left. Keeps it in his middle up the front. Keeps it himself up the middle, excuse me. And he'll gain about 4 there.
That's a pretty good play. You know, they're setting them up with they're influencing play action pass quite a bit, and they're running a draw behind it, and they're trying to set up vertical passing, and they're really trying to set up the downhill running. And let's see if they get a chance to get those looks. Leverne has just been so great at staying home.
Oh, they have. Yeah, they're a very disciplined defense.
Leverne just business as usual so far for them. They've just done a great job here.
So here we go. Twins left now for the Outlaws, and a back moving up to a wing slot.
False start.
And they'll blow it dead again. Timeout, Weleetka. And we'll take one with them as they take their first timeout of the half. We'll be right back on the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week. All right, here we go. Welcome back to the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Matchup of the Week between the Laverne Tigers and the Weleetka Outlaws. We got a 2nd and 11 here for the Outlaws as they took their timeout. First of the half. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, drops back, looking downfield, sees something he likes and lets it go, and he's in between 2 defenders there.
You know what's crazy about that play is 44 is running down the sideline all alone. They lost on the drop. Oh, it looks like he's hurt.
He took a big hit down there. So they're gonna pause for an injury here. Oh, he's getting up. All right. So that's good. That's what you always want to see. Gets right back up. He's ready to go. So it'll be 3rd down and 11 now for the Outlaws.
You know, the corner got got to his landmark obviously, but they did a good job of trying to overload that side of the field. And the quarterback just didn't quite look that direction.
I think he was feeling the pressure a little bit.
Yeah, no, he just wide open man, and he probably gets a couple of reads. Gotta get this one. Need this one.
Here we go now.
Official timeout.
Official timeout. Let's see what's going on. Oh, somebody's got a chin strap loose, I believe. So here we go. Single receiver to either side. Couple of backs back there with him in the shotgun.
You got draw
Crucial,
set up.
3rd and 11.
You got a couple of things you can run here.
Takes snap, looking downfield. See something he likes and lets it go on a Texas route, but they're ready for that. He throws it out in front of him a little ways too. So 4th down and 11 now for Weleetka. They're in a good field position to go ahead and go for it
You
here.
gotta go for it. No choice here. You can't fall down 32-0.
So here we go. We're going to see a big-time 4th down play for the Outlaws. 4th and 11 with 8:01 to go here in the first half, with Laverne leading 24-0 over the Weleetka Outlaws. Here we go, breaking the huddle on probably the biggest play of the half thus far.
This is a
Single
big
receiver
one.
to either side and a back there with him in the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back, looking downfield, got immediate pressure, scrambles out of it, lets it go. And number 5 was down there. I don't think he was ready for it. He was there. He was wide open.
That was 6. That one hurts for Weleetka.
Man, that quarterback was. He had a white jersey in his face, and he let that thing fly on a line, man. It just number 5 wasn't ready for it. So that'll be a turnover on downs for the Outlaws, and Laverne will take over for their next possession.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Laverne here, they got an excellent chance to. I'm not gonna say put the game away per se, but really be in a
build on that
spot.
lead.
Yeah,
Definitely.
They came to play today, which Weleetka has too. They just made too many mistakes in the secondary. And here comes probably what I'm considering another sudden change play here.
I'm guessing they got this guy out here spread to the left at the number.
Well, they got to look here.
Is their halfback? They're going to call a delay a game.
Pretty quick clock.
They're giving them 25 seconds. Back when I played 8-man football, you got like 40.
Yeah, I mean it's 25 now, but well, it just depends. Depends on how they call it. Depends on when the ref starts it.
That's both teams who have had a delay a game. Each team has had one delay a game here. And yeah, see the play clock's already running. So they're breaking the huddle with 10 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah.
That's a
same
quick
look.
start.
They're getting that same what appears to be
Well, they better hurry up.
man
There's 5
under.
on
Oh,
the
they
play
got no
clock.
safety team. They're going to
Takes
drop
the
to
snap.
cover 2.
See, somebody likes wide open. 24 is all alone. He's at the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Nobody's going to get him.
Give him
Touchdown,
6.
Tigers.
What a design.
They wanted that last time, too.
They're just, they've got him twice to the wheel route now, just sneaking that back out of the backfield. And,
Nobody saw him.
Nobody saw him.
Nobody
Absolutely.
saw him. So with 7:42 to go in the first half, Laverne now leads Weleetka 30-0 as they just went 50, 60, 70 yards on that pass play.
Sneaking the running back out of there. And,
nobody was watching. So here we go. 2-point conversion try for the Tigers. Takes the snap, hands it off on the right side, and they're ready for him. Takes him down. So 2-point conversion, no good. So the score will remain 30-0. The Tigers on top of the Outlaws. And we'll be right back here for some more football action on the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week. All right, here we go. Welcome back to the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Match of the Week between the Laverne Tigers and the Weleetka Outlaws. Right now, Laverne leads Weleetka 30-0 with 7:42 here to go in the first half. And Laverne's getting ready to kick it off to the Outlaws for their next possession. What do you think about the game so far, John?
It's if you're a Laverne Tiger fan, it's business as usual. You're taking care of things. Now you start looking at it and saying, can we get 15 more points on the board?
Yeah.
Can we end this at the half? And if you're
Weleetka, we got a long way to go.
You got to have a score here. I mean, you got to have a score here.
You definitely don't want this ending at halftime.
Yeah, they're a proud team, and they
so here we go.
Try.
Pretty good kick. It'll roll back to the 10-yard line. Takes it on the right side. Cuts back to the left. He's at the 25, 30, close to the 35, about the 34. Looked like a. I didn't see the.
Well, it was borderline.
Laverne's one blocking the back. It was a great block, whatever kind of a block it was. I didn't see it. Again, I'm watching the ball.
It probably was, but you can't see everything. Sitting pretty here. If you're Weleetka, you got to hit a sudden change play.
Well,
right
and the coaches have to be.
I say 44. You got to go up top to 44 here. He's got him at tight end.
More biased than anyone because it's their
Throw
players.
Throw a fade route over here. That's
so here we go. 1st and 10 Outlaws. Takes a snap, drops back, looking downfield. He's got a halfback out of the backfield, doesn't do it, and he throws it up for grabs, and it's caught.
He caught
it. It's caught. Off the tip.
They needed that right there. That was a big play.
They do the tip drill for sure. Both teams do. I saw them doing it in the warm-up. So here we go now. 2nd and short 2 or a long 1. Take your pick for the Outlaws, and they needed that.
Absolutely. I still think you got the matchups. You
need a morale builder here. And they got one. All right, here we go now. 2nd down, Outlaws.
Go up top here. Let's see it. Single
receiver to either side. A couple of backs with him backfield. Takes a snap, drops back, looking downfield. A lot of pressure on a late blitz. And it forced him to throw early, and he threw it a little bit out. That's a hard throw to make when you're not under pressure.
That's a very, very difficult throw to make right there. They're getting the looks they want. They got to pick this third down up. Got to have this third down.
Oh yeah, you know you're a coach. You can attest to the fact that that's a difficult throw because a running back never runs the same speed every time.
Right.
So you've got to throw it differently every time.
It's never the exact same route every time.
Yeah.
You know, he's always either a little further in front than he usually is, or a little behind.
And then you throw a middle linebacker running at you, screaming
it's
down
a tough
at you.
throw.
That's a tough play to make. So here we go, third down and short. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, looking downfield for somewhere to throw it, sees something he likes and gets him on a curl route.
All drive. They're going to go to 44 sometime.
Little sit down route right in the middle of the field, and he finds the big target, and he is a big target for the first down for the Outlaws. As the clock has ticked under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Again, the score is Laverne 30, Weleetka nothing. Here we go though, 1st and 10 Outlaws.
See how they dial up here.
Right. Thought they were stacking there for a minute, but then they'll blow it dead. There was movement. Movement before the ball. I was waiting for that flag to get thrown.
You got to be set for a second.
So that'll move them back 5 here. Move them back to, call it the 41-yard line. Well, they'll give them the 42. So 1st and 15 here for the Outlaws. On a drive that they've been moving the ball really well so far.
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't turn off the gas.
And they got to get something obviously going here, but you don't want to get stopped so quickly that Laverne's got a chance now to
exactly.
Rule you.
Takes the snap, looking downfield for somewhere to throw. He throws it a little bit behind him downfield, not quite enough. And there's a flag at the end of the play. The quarterback's getting up off his back. I don't know if there was a late hit.
Roughing. Let's see.
Roughing the passer is the call against the Tigers. And so that 5 yards they just lost.
There's an automatic first down right there.
An automatic first down now for the Tigers.
And that's exactly what they needed right there. They needed that play big time.
If you're So here we go. 1st down and 10 now for the Outlaws with just over 6 minutes to go in the first half. After the roughing the passer penalty, Laverne coming out here trying to get a stop. This is the most, besides the first drive, this is the most yards they've given up all night to the Outlaws. Here we go. Cross back, looking downfield, sees something he likes, and it's intercepted by 24. He's cutting back to the left side, now back to the right, and he gets close to the 45-yard line on the return on a costly interception there.
Yeah, that one hurts right there. That one hurts.
He's been hit a lot tonight, and you know quarterbacks get happy feet and get gun shy when they've been hit, especially in this cold weather.
Yeah, it's been a tough road for the Weleetka right now. But they just gotta dig deep, find something deep down inside that says we want to win a state championship, and it starts now. And for Laverne, you gotta, the old saying is, you can't let a wounded dog have life.
Yeah.
Wounded animal. I don't want to say dog. I like dogs too much. Wounded animal have life.
You know, they're cooking with gas right now.
Absolutely. You can't let this outlaw get up off the ground.
With under 6 minutes to go in the half, he takes the snap, rolls out to his right, sees something he likes downfield, and he's got him again. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Tigers. So that'll make the score now 36-0. Laverne on top of Weleetka with 5 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the first half. And yeah, John, like you were saying, they've been picking on him all night.
They've been picking on number 8. Yeah, it's been a tough day.
They found something they like, and they're rolling with it.
And now if you're Laverne, you look at how many timeouts do we got? They got one left.
Yeah, we want the ball, but we want to go home. It's cold
and they want to
here.
get this 2-point conversion here so they can put themselves in position.
We got a long way to drive.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
I never would have thought before this ball game that you're looking at only a half of football.
Me either. Not in a million
Especially
years.
after the first 2 drives by both teams.
It was a defensive struggle.
So steady. Absolutely. Laverne is so steady.
They stuck with it. Here we go on the 2-point try. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, keeps it himself off to the right side, and they're ready for him.
That's a big stop for Weleetka. So now they're 9 points away. They got to have 2 scores.
2 scores.
to get there, to get to the 45-point.
Huge stop for the Outlaws. So with 5:50 to go, Laverne has to have 2 touchdowns to keep this.
I'm telling you, the state is watching, and the state, what they're seeing is an excellent football team.
Yeah. I've watched them the past couple of weeks, and like I said, I wasn't sure we were in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say, I'm going to go ahead and finish what I was going to say. The state is watching, and Davenport, be ready.
Yeah.
I don't know if they play Davenport next or if they need to go through one more team to get to Davenport, but if Davenport comes, that'll be one great football game, seeing Davenport match up with Laverne.
These Weleetka Outlaws is good.
That's a good football team. They lost to Davenport by 6 points.
They're a great football team.
They're a proud football team.
Yeah, a great football team. And they showed because this game didn't start getting rough until
they started getting up the deep pass.
Until the second quarter probably. And you look up and it's getting away from you.
The state will wake up and realize that the reality of the strength of this Laverne team. They're undefeated. They're looking at like 13-0, and they are absolutely
right
for real.
In the face.
Yeah, I mean, they are a great team.
So here we go. Laverne getting set to kick it off. They haven't done their typical kick. Well, they'll kind of fake a quick kick like that. He'll fake it and then line up wide, but they haven't done that tonight. Here we go. Fielded about the 17. Gets to the 20, 25. Makes a few men miss, and he'll throw him down close to the 25. Might have given him the 26 or 27.
Score here. Kick onside, try to get the ball back.
Have to score here.
It is imperative
because the Tigers they're rolling with. They've got all cylinders wide open right now.
You're Weleetka, and you say we did what we thought we needed to do. We stopped the run.
Yeah.
And you never would have thought in a million years their quarterback's probably close to 300. He's probably over 300 yards passing right now. I mean, I'd say he's very
dropping
close.
That ball in there like a pro. Like
you hit a couple of 60-yard dimes. I mean, that's.
Here we go, 1st and 10, Outlaws. Sends a man in motion, takes the snap, drops back, looking downfield, sees something he likes and lets it fly.
Overthrew it.
And right between the hands of the Laverne Tigers quarterback, who also doubles as a safety. That could have been the final knife in the.
Yeah, if they get a quick score, they come back, they throw it deep, get a quick score again. You're looking at 15 seconds off the clock. I mean, that's you obviously don't want that to happen, but you have to throw the football. You're in a dilemma if you're Weleetka right now.
They're against the ropes right now.
Yeah, they got
to move the ball.
They obviously prefer to run the football.
So here we go. They've got 4 receivers now, 3, and a tight end. Sends a man in motion, takes the snap, drops back, trying to find some room, lets it fly.
Threw
behind him. He threw that under duress, to say it politely.
Yeah.
And he had a blitz coming, and he ran right in between those defensive ends.
Yeah, man.
Those blitzers.
Obviously, hindsight 2020, but if you set your feet there, that's probably 6 points for Wika.
Yeah,
so
he was wide open.
Yeah,
just a little bit behind him.
Laverne is just peeling their ears back and getting after him. I mean, it is crazy amounts of pressure they're getting every play.
One hindrance about this though is they're not burning clock.
No.
That's what I'm saying. They're giving Laverne more time.
It's like I said, it's that dilemma that you have right there.
Just a bit outside there.
You know that you can't. The dilemma they're facing is you can't run the ball and have success. They've shut the run down, but if you throw it,
they're shutting down the run.
Dilemma.
But the thing is, they've ran 36 seconds off the clock.
It's a dilemma. It's a very big dilemma.
So 4th and 10 now for the Outlaws. Got a punt here, John.
Oh yeah,
you
got a punt because you're looking at it now and you're saying
because you
only ran
36 seconds off the clock.
Live to fight another half.
You got a punt.
You're gonna.
So here we go with a quick punt. Good high punt. Gets past midfield and it'll come to rest about the 44-yard line. So the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line for their next possession of offense here. And they're trying to go score right now.
And they get the ball back and do it again.
Yeah. Just over 5 minutes to go here in the first half. And they lead the Weleetka Outlaws, Laverne Tigers do. 36 to nothing.
What do you think we'll see? Another vertical pass?
You know, I watched them against Cherokee a couple weeks ago. In the first 3 drives, they scored in 1 play. The first 2 were a halfback toss to the right. The third one was a fake halfback toss to the right with a seam route on the backside over the top. So,
yeah,
they've got a vertical passing game.
Absolutely. They've proved it tonight.
So here we go. We got Twins left for the Tigers. Takes a snap, drops back. Sees something he likes. Seam route, tight end up the middle. They tried that last week and it went right through his hands. He hung on tonight.
You see that cover 2, and what's the best way to attack cover 2?
Up the middle.
You cover it with seams,
right up the middle.
And right up the seam. And they got a new corner out there, and he said, I am not going to let 24 get by me out of the backfield. But they weren't accounting for the tight end, and that puts the safety in a bind because he's seeing contrasting style on the backside of that, so he has to play over the top.
Yeah.
And you're in a pickle. Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it. You're in a pickle.
Clock ticks under 5 minutes here in the first half, and Laverne breaks the huddle for their first and 10 play, second play of this drive. As he takes a snap, drops back, looking downfield for somewhere to go. Sees something he likes and lets it fly. Tried to get him again.
Pass interference.
Pass interference. You know, John, that was a great swat. If he wouldn't have hugged him,
if he didn't get that,
if he wouldn't have hugged him, that was perfect defense. Just got that arm around the backside, and they'll call that every time.
I probably wouldn't have thrown that flag personally, but
it was a gutsy throw. But hey, he's got the confidence right now.
No, I mean I wouldn't have thrown the flag. That's what I mean.
Oh, the other ref. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thrown the flag personally, but
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but you can sit there and say,
you know, that's
another excellent
that's
throw.
A gray area call.
Right. Yeah, it's right there on the money. Another excellent throw.
Yeah, great throw.
You don't want to make it to where the defender is afraid to cover his man.
No. And that was good defense again.
It
was good defense.
But it's just not quite.
That should have been 6 points. And he with his back turned, stuck his paw out there and swatted that thing.
If it wasn't getting that arm around his waist,
they would have never thrown that flag. So here we go. Twins left once again for the Tigers. First and 10 as well. Takes a snap, fakes to the running back. Sees something he likes on a screen. He's got some blockers. Cuts it back outside. He's down to the 5. Touchdown Tigers. So that'll make the score now 42 to nothing.
You know, it's looking good. It's looking good for the team in white.
Laverne on top. But again, they can get a 2-point conversion here. They still need another score. This game's going to the second half.
4.5 to go.
And they don't have a lot of time.
And now if you're Weleetka, you really have to look at let's burn clock.
Let's run the ball. We got to run the ball.
Score, we just got to burn clock here.
Got to run the ball.
We got to live to fight another half.
And if you're Laverne, are you taking timeouts?
You got 1 left. So, I mean, you will wisely take it. Whenever you need, you don't need this conversion, it doesn't matter, but you don't want to just throw it away either.
That's true. So here we go. 2-point conversion. Finds an out route, throws it to him, and it's through his hands. So 2-point conversion, no good. Keeping the score, Laverne 42, Weleetka nothing. With 4:38 to go here in the first half. They're going to take a break. We'll take a much-needed one with them. We'll be right back on the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week. Okay, so here we go. Welcome back to the action here on the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week between the Laverne Tigers and the Weleetka Outlaws. We just saw Laverne score again, making the score 42 to nothing now over the Outlaws of Weleetka, with about 4.5 minutes to go, and they're getting set now to kick it off back to the Outlaws for their next possession, where John, you and I were talking about burning some clock for the Outlaws.
They got to, you know, unless you take this kickoff back, which almost could hurt you in the long run.
Happened
really, to
last
be honest.
week.
Yeah, it could actually almost hurt you in the long run.
Last week, Carnegie Wildcats went down on, I think it was a long pass play, and scored. And then Laverne went and took a kickoff back. Misses block there, gets to the 20.
What a great tackle.
It's corralled there. Good open field solo tackle on a kickoff. Something you don't see at the other 2 levels much anymore. And I'm talking about college and pro.
Absolutely.
Don't see that a whole lot anymore. Good, solid tackle.
You got to come out here and run the ball. Whatever you do. Now that it's within sight. Yeah, 36-0 is one thing, but when it's 42, you can't go 3 and out with 4.5 to go because it goes without saying you got to run the ball here.
All right, here we go. First and 10. Outlaws coming out and twins to one side, single receiver to the other. He's under center, sends a man in motion, takes a snap, fakes it to him, gives it up the middle, and they're ready for him.
You know, it may
Looks like some
seem
bullfighters down there.
tentative and it may not seem productive, but you got to stick with it.
Hey,
You got to let
you
them run
know,
it 3 times here.
If you can get 2 minutes off that clock, that's
Maybe
2
you
less
get a
minutes
stop.
they have.
Yeah.
You've got to do it. You've got to do it. So now the men and women in the stands might not like it. It's not flashy. It's not pretty, but you got to do it. You got to do it. So here we go for 2nd and 10 now for the Outlaws. Takes a snap, gives it to him on a read option, keeps it himself up the middle. He'll gain a couple, but he's corralled and wrangled down. And see, John, they've already got it under 4 minutes now. They're burning some time.
And if you're Laverne, obviously you want to start the trip back to Northwest Oklahoma and run the fringes of the Panhandle.
Yeah, if they don't get it here, you're taking your time out.
Yeah,
and
you're
want to go home.
You're wanting to go back to fringes of the Panhandle, and right there on the edge.
Biggest third down of the night for Weleetka. Takes a snap, gives it to him, got him wrapped up, made one man miss.
He's still a little
They'll
short.
corral him and bring him down. He's still short of the first down, so that'll make it 4th down for the Outlaws. And Laverne will take their final time out of the half.
But you have the dilemma here.
Oh, no, they haven't.
You have the dilemma of if you let the clock run and you get another huge play, then you have less time to try to keep it over 45.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Plus, Weleetka almost has to go for it here.
They have to. They have to.
Because the 4th and season's on the line here.
Well, they've still got 3 minutes to work with. Both teams do. So Weleetka, they know they're better off trying to get it here, because if not, that it's hopeless anyway. So here we go. Probably a quarterback run up the middle.
Yeah.
And they'll take their time out. Trying to draw them off sides, and it didn't work, so they'll take their time out. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back on the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week. Here we go. Welcome back to the PTCI Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week, and we got a little extra help down there on the field. German Shepherd's made his way out on the field.
Somebody needs to call that dog.
That's 12 men on the field for one of those teams. I don't know what's going on. All right, he's getting off to the side. Here we go. 4th down and ball game essentially for the Weleetka Outlaws. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, keeps it himself up the middle. I think he just got enough for the first down, which is a huge play for the Outlaws. If they can get this thing in the second half,
they just might.
That's huge.
They just might.
That's huge for them, because that's an entirely new half of football. As the clock is
the only dilemma here
minutes.
is how far into the second half, because Laverne gets the ball, start the second half.
Yeah. So there might be a one driver. So here we go now. Now they're going to, looks like, throw the ball a little more with 3 receivers to one side. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, fakes it to him. They're going to try a screen of their own here on first down, and they're ready for him as they throw him down back at the 30-yard line. So loss of a few there, but you're still trying to burn clock.
Yeah.
And he stayed in bounds.
Yeah.
So here we go, 2nd down and 11 for the Outlaws. As I can definitely see my breath now in the air. It is a cold night here in Weleetka.
It is very cold, getting kind of foggy.
I can't feel my toes, but I can see my breath. So here we go.
At least you know you're still breathing.
Yeah,
so
2nd and 11. Gets ready here, takes a snap. He's keeping it himself. He's wrangling all over the place. And so here we go now, a big-time 3rd down as the clock ticks under a minute and a half.
They took time.
I think Laverne's going to take their final timeout to try to save some clock, go down and score quickly. So here we go now. 3rd down and 11 for the Outlaws. Laverne taking a timeout, final one of the half. We're going to take a quick one too. We'll be right back on the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week. All right, here we go. A big-time 3rd down play for the Weleetka Outlaws against the Laverne Tigers in the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week. Quarterfinal action here in Class B 8-man football. Huge 3rd down play. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, looking downfield, sees something he likes, and he's thrown it just a bit outside of the mark.
Well, here you go. Maybe a
With a
future
minute.
coach here. What do you do now on this 4th down? Yeah, it's a big dilemma, isn't it?
You know, I would say you may as well go for it here, because there's a minute 21 seconds. Laverne's probably gonna.
I punt.
Laverne's probably gonna get a touchdown. I can see why you'd say punt.
Because you make him go the whole.
Yeah, make him go farther. I see that. I see that.
They got no timeouts left.
But you asked me what I'd do, and I'm not a coach, so there's my answer. Gets it off. Pretty good high punt. Come to rest, but clear back at about the 29-yard line.
Oh yeah, that's a good punt.
That is a great punt. So now they've got 70 yards to go versus if they'd gone for it. Yeah, you know, I see what you're saying. But I'm also thinking we haven't stopped Laverne in eight drives. So if we don't stop, you know, if we don't stop them here, if we don't get this here, we're probably done.
It's just you're trying to play the clock, trying to say 1:10 to go. You just tackle them inbounds twice.
That's
Maybe
true.
that'll use
And,
enough
yeah,
clock.
and that's a half. Yeah, that's true.
3 or 4. You know,
But they do have the clock stoppage in the high school level too for a first down.
right.
So here we go. Twins right now for the Tigers out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolling out to his right, trying to find something he likes. Pump fakes, looking
Pump and
downfield
go.
again on the seam route, and they're ready for him that time as it's thrown out of bounds.
Try the old pump and go.
Pump and go with just over a minute left to go here in the first half. They were ready that time. They said no.
Absolutely, and you know, they just kind of ran out of field down there, but
And he did throw it a hair out of bounds.
well, that's a tough throw.
Which,
it's
yeah.
a
Oh,
very
yeah,
tough throw.
on the run. Oh, yeah. Don't let me fool you. I can't make that throw. So here we go. Second down and 10 for the Tigers, as they've got a whole posse of guys over there getting the play in. Here we go. Taking this, breaking the huddle, rather, on this 2nd and 10 play. Takes the snap, rolling out to his right once again.
Oh,
Throws
look
back
at
to
that.
his
Oh,
left.
my. That's 6 right there.
44. If he moves just a hair to the left, he's gone. So,
Well, that's one of those,
Huge.
though, that you call it, they'll be ready for it, and you have to throw it away. And
yeah,
that's-
yeah. So under a minute to go in the half.
Wow. Shattuck beating
That's-
Wetumpka 42-6.
Just up the road from us.
Shattuck Indians look like they're on their way to the
So that
semifinals.
that
as
B1
well.
district is looking pretty strong
Coach
right now.
Anna Turpin said it was like the SEC West. It sure is looking like it right
Yeah,
now.
it sure is. So here we go now. Trips to the quarterback's left and one guy to his right. Takes a snap, rolling out to his right side. Lets it go downfield. Got a man on a comeback route. Makes him miss almost.
That
He
tackle
gets
might
up to
have
the
saved the season
45-yard
right
line.
there.
That tackle was huge. So with 52 seconds, he just saved Laverne from getting a touchdown. They've
And
got
good to
60
see
yards
number
to
8
go
come in
now.
there and do that. Make
Yeah,
that play.
he
Make
needed
that
that.
tackle.
He needed that confidence builder.
Absolutely did need that
They
play.
picked on him a few times tonight. Laverne going no huddle now. They're trying to get they got it. They want to get down the field. We got to get back to Northwest Oklahoma, they say. Sends a man in motion, gives it to him off the right side. He's got some blockers. Gets a good
Gotta come
move
up
there.
and clock it here now.
Now they're going to hurry up. They're probably going to spike the ball when they
Yeah,
get
I
up there.
think they
clock it
probably
like
will.
you were saying.
They might
Second
just try
down.
to get the play off.
They're all ready to go, so they might just do it.
Yeah, they're going to clog it.
Yep, they're going to clock it for sure. Spiking it there,
26.
so 2nd and 2 with just under half a minute to go in the first half. Laverne's going to talk it over. Weleetka's going to talk it over. No, they're not. And now there's Laverne. Well, they sure look like they wanted to.
Well,
Maybe
they
they're
got
just
25
cold.
seconds here.
Maybe they're just cold. Maybe I'm just cold.
I think everybody's cold. It's just plain cold.
So 42-0 here. A touchdown for Laverne would end this game in 26 seconds if they can get there. So if you're Weleetka, no holds barred. You've got to get a stop. Play clock has began to unwind, and they're breaking the huddle with 10 on the play clock, getting ready for their 3rd down and 5 play. Here we go. Takes the snap, fakes it to him, looking downfield, sees something he likes. Nearly intercepted and caught off the tip.
That's it.
10-5, touchdown Laverne. And
That's it. Looks like they're going to be on to the semifinals. What a play.
What do you do?
Wow.
He covered it, he batted it away, and it got caught.
And now the Outlaw faithful heading to the exits.
Again, he played good defense. He did his job.
Absolutely.
He did his job. And he took a long fall to the floor for that too.
So you got Shattuck and Laverne over there in the semifinals. I don't
Playing
know
about
how that.
10 miles from each other
let's
right now.
let's take a look here. We got 17 seconds.
10 miles from each other. And it's 17 seconds to go now. Laverne leading Weleetka 48-0 as they get ready for their 2-point conversion. They'll give a halfback sweep out to the right side.
So
He
you
won't
look at
quite get there.
the bracket here. Shattuck looks like they will move on to the winner of Gary and Depew. And Laverne, guess what? Big matchup with the winner of Sealing and Davenport.
That's a huge matchup.
That
coming up.
is it. So looking ahead to the winner of Sealing and
Davenport.
So, wow.
So that's a big-time game.
Another excellent year.
Go, boys!
Great 8-man football going on. I love watching 8-man football. They've taken a break. We're going to take a quick one with them. We'll be right back on the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Matchup of the Week. All right, here we go. We're back to the action on the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week, where the Laverne Tigers lead the Weleetka Outlaws 48-0 with 17 seconds to go here in the first half. And barring a Weleetka touchdown here in 17 seconds, the end of the game.
You know, you got to hand it to Laverne. They come in here and take care of business.
A long way from home.
in a great
way from home.
And it's just something.
There's that. I've been waiting all game for that. I haven't seen that all game. Their signature fake kick. And let's see him if he can bust that deep. And it'll roll to about the 12-yard line, get taken off to the right side immediately. Gets to about the 25 and he's knocked out of bounds. So with 11 seconds,
desperation time
we're going to see some Hail and Mary going on down here.
Johnny Bazell and Carl Albert lead Lawton Mack 32-29, 1:16 to go third quarter.
And Lawton Mack, they're nothing to shake a stick at either.
Wow.
All right, so here we go. We're discussing this over the break, and Laverne is looking to play the winner of Sealing and Davenport, most likely in Enid, Oklahoma, which is a lot closer to home.
Here you go. It looks like in the fourth quarter, Tyrone Punk Hunter tied at 20, it appears.
Ooh, Tyrone's facing some adversity here, getting deeper in the playoffs. Here we go. 1st and 10, Outlaws. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, drops back, looking for something downfield, sees something he likes and lets it fly, and it's caught at the 45-yard line.
It looked like it was bobbled to me.
They're going to say a reception. So at about the 44-yard line, huge gain there for the Outlaws, but with 4 seconds left, they got to go end zone here.
You got to throw the Hail Mary pass right here.
And if they don't have a quarterback that can do it, they better do a hook and ladder or something.
You got to run. If you can't get it to the end zone, you run the alley-oop. You try to throw it down to about the. You remember Central Michigan, Oklahoma State?
Oh, I remember.
Try to run it, throw it down
Throw
there
that
to about
sucker
the
back.
5-yard line and get the little pitch.
Here we go. Got their receivers in
The alley-oop
tight.
pass.
Here we go. Takes a snap, drops back, 2, 1, no time left on
Took
the
a
clock.
big
Lets
shot.
it fly downfield and swatted away. So that'll be the ball game now as the Laverne Tigers beat the Weleetka Outlaws 48-0 in the first half of play.
What a great game here for Laverne. They're moving on now to the semifinals. You could play another district opponent here in the semifinals. I mean, it's the district of death.
Yeah, it is.
B1 has
B1
shown their
is-
stuff here, and Laverne's typical Laverne. They're always a great football team.
Oh yeah,
And
sure.
they took what was a great Weleetka ball club and
Tough.
just whooped them. I mean,
Yeah.
how else do you put it?
Yeah. I mean, I can say this. That's the first time I've seen Laverne struggle all season. But once they got it clicked, it was downhill. I mean, it was done for them.
On to the semifinals, we heard one of the coaches discussing the fact that it could be over there at Enid. Pioneer Stadium is a great venue.
For sure. I've been to that stadium a few times.
It's a dream. The dream season remains alive here.
And for the Weleetka, they had one heck of a season themselves.
The Outlaws have nothing to be ashamed of.
They caught a buzzsaw.
And I have no idea if their team is a veteran team or if they're a young team. But if they're a young team, you got nothing to look forward to. But
more
great
more of the
success.
same, yeah. More success. They played one good season. They played the number 1 team in the state to within a touchdown.
Absolutely.
They've got nothing to hold their heads about. They had a great great season.
And if you're Laverne, you're sitting here and you're trying to say to yourselves, let's go out and earn it. We're going to, play.
They earned it tonight.
Possibly. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They had to work tonight.
Let's go out there and not think we already got it sewn up here. But
Definitely.
If you're playing Davenport or Sealing, no one's going to take those teams lightly, especially
no.
Sealing. Laverne sees Sealing all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
they know
they know
what
they're getting
Wildcats are
from
pretty
them.
good over there in Sealing. A very proud program at Sealing, and they're going to want to come out there. Davenport, the same thing. They've been number one, started the season number one. They're number one right now. That could be an excellent ball game.
Huge
And how about
game.
the Shattuck Indians?
Yeah, going out there taking care of business just up the road from us.
Absolutely, yeah.
Against a good Wetumpka team.
So it's just what a great ball game for the Leverne Tigers.
So we appreciate you watching the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week. For John Barnes and myself, Jake Barnes, we'd like to thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time on the PTCI Regional Roadshow Playoff Game of the Week.